think my travels may be over. She's not very well. Don't know what's up with her. It's oil pressure or something. So I've just spoken to my mechanic. He said, get a low loader, get it back, don't drive it. So yeah, I'm just parked up on a farm road. Oh, bless her. Yeah, we just I took a wrong turn and literally come to a roundabout, and when I tried to brake, she tried to cut out, and the oil pressure light come on, and it was like, oh, so not looking good. And I've just spent over an hour trying to get RAC. It's just been absolutely crazy. They just messed me about. Every phone call was cut off or something went on. Sent me to a wrong department. Do this because I'm with Arrivals, so you have to go through the normal one. Then they have to contact Arrivals, and then Arrivals have to contact a haulage firm for big vehicles, because RAC don't do it. And they kept cutting me off, everyone. It's like 8 o'clock at night. I've got work in the morning, and the last time it was 9 hours they took to pick me up and get me back, and that's when I broke down in the town. So fingers crossed, guys, because my mechanic did say, he rang me back and he went, oh, has yours got this cut-off switch? Now there is an oil cut-off switch, which I need to find out. It's controlled by oil pressure and cuts the fuel pump. It's some sort of mechanical thing. He says it could be that, so fingers crossed. But yeah, for the last few months she has got a little bit smoky, and the oil pressure doesn't seem right. I thought it maybe just needed some fresh oil. Maybe it's gone a bit hot and thin. But it's alright when you drive. When you got your foot down, pressure goes up, but when you go up to roundabouts, it drops. So we'll see. Pray for her. She's poorly. Low oil pressure, and when I brake, it cuts out and starts juddering and not, you know. So we're hoping it's some sort of anti-stall thing or something simple. Wait, can you see me? But or the mechanic says could be your big ends, pressurising and everything else. Oh, great. So I'm in for a long wait now for the RAC. Okay, update. Still waiting for the RAC. I finally got through to him. I've spoken to the company who's coming out. He's, I think, because I was parked safely, he's took he says, oh, the lorry's on, just going to go to one more job and then come to you. Well, the other lady said he's coming straight to me, so I think they just picked the better job. So yeah, so waiting for him. It's about 9 o'clock at night now, but I have got good news, I'm hoping. Now this problem I've got seems to be a common problem, and it could be a lift pump, which I have got a spare one. It's the seal or something goes, and it puts diesel into your sump, and then what happens is that replaces your oil. That's why I'm losing pressure, and obviously the fuel it's making it cut out. So it's a bit smoky, and I do get oil coming out of a breather pipe. So that could be it, and it could be a free fix. So I'm going to have a go at that this weekend while I'm parked up, because I'm at work all week. So I'll get it tipped up and get the part off and get it swapped, and we'll check it out. So fingers crossed. So, but just safety, I'm just going to get the truck taken home on the lorry. You know, it's just not worth it. You know, it could cause thousands and thousands of pounds of damage. Right, update. Absolutely lovely guy. Unfortunately, his truck's a 5-ton one. He says they tell me nothing. He says they're absolute beep, 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 beep. Bless him. But he knows his truck well. He knows all about it. He's worked on them most of his life. He can tell you everything about them. He's suggesting similar as well, with the fuel getting into the oil. So he's just off on another job, and he's hoping to get confirmation. They're only about 10 minutes away, so it shouldn't be too long. Probably another hour or so. He's going to another job down the road, sort that out. He'll have confirmation and come back with a low loader. He said we'll just chuck it straight on a low loader. So right, update lad. Here we go. Got to move. Nearly midnight. I've got work at 5. Guys, well, Update for you. So, got the truck home Sunday night. Got to bed about 3. Shattered. Lucky enough, in the morning, my garage rang me at 8 and said, "Oh, we've got a cancellation. Do you want it?" So I was like, "Hell yeah!" So we rushed the truck down and we had a look. So they replaced the lift valve. Now that might not have been the part what was default. We think now it could be on the fuel pump. There's a diaphragm or a front seal. Now we're looking into that as well now. Basically, we haven't done that yet. It's a bit more of a bigger job. So we've done the lift pump, we've done an oil change, put a new fuel filter on, and it's perfect. Pressure's super high, probably more than ever since I've had it the truck. So we've checked the oil. We had 3 litres extra in it, so that's 3 litres of diesel extra into the. And what was happening? It was thinning the oil up and making less pressure. Also, not that good for the engine, but lucky enough we've caught it. So, don't know how long it's been going. I've noticed that light's popping on at least a good 6 months, just now and again on a hill, and I thought it was the anti-stall. Some people have already said about this on the DAFs. They get to a certain level and it's like an anti-stall, and the pressure light will come on. So I thought, probably not then. So that's probably what it was. So we know now for the future. So we've left it. It's running because she was making no noises, no nothing. I was just worried driving her home, cutting out, because I was going to be on a lot of dual carriageways, and then when you're on the side of the road, then you kick to the side of the road. I didn't want to be stood out there for another 9 hours. So yeah, that's why I called the RSC. And basically, in theory, with the distance they've travelled me, I probably the fuel I saved is what it cost me to get an oil change and everything, get the bits done, because I had the lift pump. So, in theory, it's probably cost it. It's paid for itself, saving the fuel. So that's a bonus. It was a cheap fix, and so yeah, she's back on the road. Monday. It's now Wednesday. No, it's Thursday now. Shit. So I've got another little meet this weekend. It's just a vintage rally up the road, so I'm not going far. So we'll do some test driving and keep an eye on it. But yeah, if it comes back again and the light comes on, then I'm gonna have to get the fuel pump off and probably serviced and all that sort of thing, which would be a lot bigger job. Or get this seal, because I've spoken to a few guys and they said it's really tricky to do and blah blah blah, hidden bolts and. So, but yeah, I thought I'd give you an update. So yeah, it was only a quick fix. I could have drove her home. As soon as she gets cold, the oil gets thicker. It's only, it's obviously when it got hot, mixing with the oil, it was getting thin, and I didn't want to do any damage. I did say to the guy when he did eventually come back, I said I was just tempted in the next half hour to start driving home, because I hadn't heard back from him if he was coming to pick me up or not. And he just turned up, so he said, "Didn't they ring you?" I went, "No." I'm used to it. So yeah, if you've got a DAF, and it's always worth checking that thing, because apparently it's a common part. This seal to go and you get diesel into your fuel. It collects in your sump. So at least again, if this was an electric engine, it would have been not running everything. So these things just keep plodding on. So yeah. Happy days. So yeah, we'll get back to some other vlogs and not these breakdown ones. So we've still got a lot of travelling to do this summer. So hopefully end of August I'm going to be at Carfest down Hampshire. So I'm going to be going doing stones all around there and all over. So I'll update on that, and we'll catch you all later.